Zachnanimous.
What did you just say?
America.
Ah. And you're
What?
Zachnanimous. I'm Johnny.
I am Zachnanimous. I'm wearing my banana shirt today.
Oh, you know what? That's very appropriate.
I met a friend of mine brought
And
his,
I'm Johnny Dim.
Huh?
And I'm Johnny Dim.
I was just gonna go on with the show, but sure. No, a friend of mine brought his new girlfriend over to another friend of mine's, which is actually his sister-in-law.
Mm.
Uh, her baby's first birthday,
Mm-hmm.
and this person was telling me that they're a banana fan, and I'm like, you're like a fan, like you really you go to like conferences and stuff like that. And she was like, no, I just eat a lot of bananas. I was like, oh. And I was like, a long time ago, I started a YouTube channel and I made my handle Zachnanimous and I gave it a light banana theme. And like, even as I was explaining that bit, I was like, oh my God, I'm part of the problem. I'm the gatekeeper to the banana fandom. She eats a banana every once in a while. Do you have the shirt? I was actually wearing this shirt.
Oh my God.
Either way.
So I'm
aside.
subtitling this stream, the Cowabunga Party. So I need you to work that in somehow.
Why would you do that?
Just for a fun challenge, I guess.
To get me to say Cowabunga?
Yeah. I need you to go on record.
Do you know how much I love the Ninja Turtles?
I think a fair amount.
A great amount. I absolutely adore the Ninja Turtles. I almost never say Cowabunga unless I'm quoting 30 Rock.
You are a fan of the Ninja Turtles, but you don't say Cowabunga.
I don't say Cowabunga.
That doesn't track for me.
What? Wait, you've known me a long time. Do you know me to say Cowabunga?
No, I don't. But it's a weird. Like, I'm wondering what the reason. I have a theory because we've talked.
We'll get into this as we play the game because this is important ground to cover.
Okay. All right.
All right. Now I feel like our friends at home are experiencing a little bit of a time jump here.
You think so?
I think so. I'm pretty sure.
Slight.
Pretty sure
Slight. Yeah, very slight.
Yeah, we had a ticking clock going, and now not only are you like outside in like Morrowind because this looks exactly like Morrowind, but also you have a little turkey as an icon in the lower right hand of your screen.
Oh yeah, I can't speak to that.
I don't know what's going on.
No, okay. So what happened was we had to go back because we missed the save point, and I did find it again. Off screen, yeah, it was off stream, yeah. And once I did that, I did the save, and then I finished the level, and there's a what do you call it? A little cutscene, and then basically, what?
Oh no!
Did something break?
No, it was Loxana. She fell.
Okay, as long as she's okay.
Yeah, she's fine.
Okay. Oh, stop. Okay.
Hey, Johnny.
Yeah.
Play the game.
I can't yet.
You can't play the game?
No.
Is the controller not in your hand?
No, but I'm updating the title.
So we started the show way too early.
I don't think you understood what I said earlier. We had to start the stream for me to change the titles.
Jump to this time code.
You think this is going to make the final edit?
I think the name of every stream that we do should be the time code that they should jump to when the show actually starts.
Yeah. Well, I apologize for this, but one of the applications we used to do this was not cooperating. Otherwise,
was that OBS?
No, Restream.
Ugh. No wonder.
Okay.
Okay.
The only one I'm not changing is going to be Facebook because, you know.
Yeah, I know. I do.
Yeah, I'm glad you do.
Because nobody cares on Facebook. Nobody cares on Facebook.
I just hate Facebook.
Oh,
Okay.
for political reasons, Johnny.
It's not completely political. No.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's human. There are big humanitarian problems with Facebook.
Yeah, there's a lot of problems with Facebook.
They do things that hurt people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that on their platform.
Take that, Facebook. That we're too small.
Yeah.
They don't care. They'll never see this.
No one on Facebook, like no one at Facebook has ever heard our name or seen our videos. Everything that we do is moderated by AI.
Right.
Or a bot of some kind that gets labeled AI because it's trendy. Which I really, really hate.
Mm-hmm. AI in general?
Like the tool the large language models and other similar tools that we use are very interesting. They are not approaching intelligence.
No, they're not.
Not even close. It's not the right way to program an intelligence. Which is gonna add, like, somebody might say, well, Zach, then how do you do it? No one knows.
Yeah, we're not there
That's
yet.
why it's not there.
If they knew, then they'll probably be trying it.
Right. Which actually is going to be worse for society as we know it. It's going to be a bigger upset and cause more problems in the short term.
Right.
But I think is actually better for us. Like a genuine, like actual artificial intelligence.
I found a door.
All right. You did that with your normal intelligence.
Yay! Oh, someone's shooting me.
You're being shot. You're being shot. You're gonna need to look around. Maybe
at some point, I'm gonna have to take off these glasses.
The glasses you're wearing in real life, or Samus's headgear?
No, the ones I'm wearing in real life.
Why?
Because they're sunglasses.
They look like they would give you cancer in California.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
You can buy a tremendous amount of things that say.
Oh yes, yeah. You're talking about how the warnings.
Contains materials
yeah.
to cause cancer in California.
Oh my gosh, yes. I don't mind those. Like I get it. Like the a substance is somewhere involved in the manufacturing process of the item that has the warning. It doesn't mean you're going to get cancer. It doesn't mean that it's automatically a threat to your health.
Mm-hmm.
But I had a very hard time explaining that to someone close to me.
That was me.
No.
Someone else?
Yeah, someone else.
Because I know you have to eat 10 hammers for you to feel the effects of it.
Yeah, it takes a while.
Okay. Wait, who was it? Or is it?
No, it was Tara. It was yeah.
It was TV's Frank?
Yeah, that's TV's Frank, exactly.
What did she have to say about it?
She just didn't want anything that had that label in our home.
I mean, there's no way that there is not a product in your home that has one of Morph Ball, Johnny.
I'm trying. I don't think I can do it in water.
Weird. What's she gonna do? Drown? She's been in outer space.
I know, right?
Oh, I know what's shooting you.
Oh, is it a plant?
Yeah, it's those little mushrooms every time you touch one. No, there's no way that there isn't at least one product in your home that has one of the hazardous materials that is being referenced in those labels. Right. It's impossible.
Mm-hmm. Oh God, I can see so much better now. Okay.
Okay. All right. What if you morph ball up here? And then go into the water.
Oh, that's right. I left out something from last time. I can no longer do the morph ball.
Why?
Because true
religious reasons.
Yeah, she joined a cult between scenes. Okay. No. So She did true Metroid fashion. I lost all of my abilities before I had left the planet.
Oh, right, because they
Yeah.
have this thing.
Yeah.
So, Metroid is this long, contiguous story that's interesting but a little repetitive. Um, you were an orphan, and you were raised by this ancient alien race known as the Chozo. Glad you, I'm glad you love that name so much. Wow, little crabs.
I forgot how to lock on.
Johnny Crab.
No, 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 no.
Jump.
How do you lock on? I forgot how to lock on.
Probably L1.
Shit.
Did it work? Oh wow, you gonna die.
No, I'm alright.
Okay.
I'm alright.
Alright. So you were raised by this alien race called the Chozo, and they're bird people. And so every once in a while, when you find a bird statue, it upgrades your armor. Because I guess they taught you how to use the armor.
Uh-huh.
I'm guessing you also got the armor from them.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Which is odd. But like a Chozo head would never fit in one. So it's not like you look like one.
You're saying I'm not a bird person.
You're not a bird person. You're a woman.
It's disappointing.
I know. Bird person woman would be optimal.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely nothing against women.
Well, human women.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Not a fan. Bird person woman. Watch out.
Yeah.
Oh no, hazy.
It's just water, isn't it?
Huh?
It was just hazy because of the water.
Yeah, it was annoying.
No, it's fine.
I mean, aren't there super low tech oils that you can put on anything that'll keep you from doing that?
Yes.
They just haven't invented them in Metroid.
Yeah.
Johnny, you doing it?
Am I Metroiding? Oh, he's got a spike ball. Oh, what?
Actually, yes, you are definitely Metroiding in that instance because shooting something over and over again just to get it to stop for 1 second is very Metroid. Ugh, I bet they're gonna find a clever way to put in freezing enemy jumping puzzles. That's a very Metroid thing where you don't have a way up unless you freeze an enemy at the right spot and use them as a platform. Okay, do you know anything about Other M? Metroid Other M?
Wasn't that the Team Ninja developed one?
Yes.
Yeah, and it wasn't very well received.
It was not. Do you know them? So you lost all your abilities for some reason. In this game.
Yeah. It was like something happened to her suit. I think it was a malfunction, something blah blah blah, short circuit.
Okay. Do you know how they handle that in Other M?
No.
Okay, let me get your reaction to this. In Other M, you have a boss. Like there's a guy, and I think his name's Al. I'm pretty sure his name's Al. And he tells you that you're not allowed to use certain functions in your suit without authorization.
What?
And that's the reason that you don't have all of your abilities.
That's...
And like throughout the game, he'll unlock them for you and be like, okay, now you can morph ball. I think you've earned it.
That blows.
You hate that.
Yeah.
That's one of the like social commentary things that people dislike about that game.
So is that where in the timeline does that game take place? Is it before? Because that's the only way that even gets close to making sense. If it's a prequel.
I think it's a prequel to Fusion.
Mm-hmm.
It might be a prequel to the whole thing, but I'm not sure. I know it's a prequel to Fusion because they actually introduce his character in Fusion post-mortem. Like they're you used to have a boss and his name was Al. And now this one AI that's talking to you reminds you of it. Or reminds you of him.
Okay, I'm just
What
gonna
are you
go
doing
down.
now,
I'm
John?
just gonna go down here, see what's up.
Why am I getting Torok vibes?
Oh yeah, yeah. I get that.
Is it literally just that it has stone walls? Is it
Maybe
literally
it
just
says it's just that color. It's just that color.
every time I play Uncharted, I'm like, look at Torok up in here.
uh. Ah.
You know that you've blown yourself up a little bit every time you've done that, except for that last one.
No.
Yeah, you blew yourself up a little bit every time.
Well. So what?
You've been bouncing from like 30 HP to 10 HP for a while.
I forgot how to.
And I don't think you've been hit by an enemy this entire time.
I forgot how to scan.
Use the scan button.
Thanks.
This is why Metal Gear just says the name of the button instead of trying to be cute.
Now I'm scanning. There we go. Access Chozo Ruins West granted. Please step into the hologram.
Don't you dare roll into that hologram. Thank you for that.
I apologize. See,
okay.
she's skinnier, I think. Like
what?
Like her armor. She has less armor, I think, because of the malfunction. I don't remember. She looks different.
I mean, your suit's gonna upgrade.
Wait a second.
Over times.
There's a lesson I learned from that save state issue. Always check for the save area.
That sounds terrible.
The save area?
Yeah.
Nah. That's just your prejudice. Your bias that you're bringing
my
to
misogyny.
This. Yeah. That's a you. That's a you problem.
That's okay. Hey, Johnny.
Yes?
Why don't you find them chozos?
Huh?
Why don't you find them chozos?
Okay.
Ooh, seismic activity detected.
Yeah.
Are you still looking for the save state?
No. I'm just. I just didn't want to go through that door if there was something else I could do in here.
I mean, what part of the map did it highlight, and what part of the map are you on?
Yeah, man, I don't know.
That map, that radar in the corner does not make sense. Okay.
Chozoing it up.
On. We were talking about Torok.
We get to remember. You got to talk about Ninja Turtles after that.
Oh yeah, we got to talk about Ninja Turtles, but we're talking about Torok, and it's either Torok 2 or 3. This was at a time when like passwords in video games to put in cheat codes was like all the rage. And in the Torok that I'm talking about, can't remember if it's 2 or 3. There was one you put in the word Zack Attack, and there's a little diamond, like blue diamond collectible, and if you put in the Zack Attack cheat, then there's the face of a baby in the middle of every single one of those blue diamonds.
Was it a baby that looked like you?
Man, it looked a lot like me. And like it had to be just a developer's kit.
Right.
It had to just be one of the developer's kits. But it was so strange that you know what? I have all the resources necessary to learn about it. I don't know why I'm yelling to strangers about it on the internet.
Why not?
You know what? That is such a good piece of advice. Why not?
Oh, okay. I'm just freezing them. I think you said this would happen.
No, that's not what I was talking
about. Oh no, you're talking about jumping on them. But either way.
Yeah, later on, your cannon will turn into an ice cannon.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I've never played this game.
Save station detected.
But all Metroid games are alike.
Right.
So I'm very confident It's like in a Zelda where you're gonna have like you're going to have somewhere between 3 and 5 mandatory dungeons
Right.
before the rest of the game that does the first half of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that, and you've never played one,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
which is
Well, I actually have played a little bit. I
you played one on a charity stream.
no,
And actually,
yeah,
we weren't even
I could.
capturing what you were doing.
No, that was Ocarina of Time, and I couldn't play it because the camera was giving me a headache. Um, but the
No, that was Link to the Past.
no, it was Ocarina of Time. This was the first. It was the very first extra life stream we did at the brew pub.
Mhm.
I didn't play for very long because, like I said, it gave me a headache.
It was designed for you.
Mm-hmm. What the
Oh,
camera?
yeah, those little pods.
But
Yeah, it was designed for human eyes.
I have played a little bit of the newest one.
Tears of the Kingdom?
Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom. I own it.
I love that game.
It's good. Yeah, it's good.
But I think that there's a lot of wasted opportunity in it. Um, like it's for two like strangely specific reasons.
Mm-hmm.
One, I don't think you get easy access to control sticks fast enough.
Mm.
Like it took me hours to find a consistent way to find control sticks. And everything about the game is better with control sticks. Literally everything. Um, and also like have you made a boat in that game?
Yes.
Have you noticed that the physics engine is pretty sophisticated?
Yes.
And it's not enough to make a boat, you have to make it right.
Yeah.
Like if you give it too much thrust, it'll push your nose down into the water and
Uh-huh.
then you won't go as fast. You might sink the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so they have a really good physics engine that plays really well with their little engineering tool in the game. But there are very few
Ah.
times. Oh yeah, you're dying. Um, there are very few times in the game when engineering your way out of stuff is the only answer. It's often a great shortcut, but it's
Oh
never
my.
the answer. Huh?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I just jumped onto like a poison mushroom or something.
No, all of the water in this place. All of the water in this
Yeah, but
place is
look,
going to hurt her.
but this I was trying to jump on that little island there, and I thought
What if you shoot it?
I thought those mushrooms might be
Springy?
yes, I did. I thought they might be springy.
Is that an irresponsible thing that video games have done to us?
Yes.
Teached us that that you can fall onto a mushroom with absolutely no consequences
Yeah. In fact,
because that's so rarely true.
maybe something positive would even happen.
maybe maybe you'd find true love. Oh, you didn't even need to go that way, Johnny.
Nope, I'm a big old dummy.
That's true.
You say that is true or is not true?
No.
Oh. No what?
So Cowabunga, Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You asked me to talk about them.
Yeah, I did.
Johnny, when we were warming up for the stream, he asked me to say Cowabunga.
I asked you to work it into the stream at some point, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I had to be the one to deliver the bad news, despite my absolute love for Ninja Turtles.
Mm-hmm.
I think they might be my favorite superheroes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't say Cowabunga a lot.
Is it because of the racism?
A little bit.
Hmm.
Like it's not a factor, but also Cowabunga. Even as a child, I knew when the word Cowabunga was put on something and the Ninja Turtles were there, that was a corporation talking down to me.
Oh yeah.
I was like 7. And I was like, it's just their catchphrase.
My favorite
I don't need it on my backpack.
My favorite use of Cowabunga is when a situation where it's completely inappropriate.
Like a funeral?
Yeah, along those lines, yeah.
I feel like there's a story, Johnny. Who did
No,
you say
no,
Cowabunga to?
no.
And how did it damage your
No,
relationship?
no. When I say inappropriate, I mean like in a work setting, like when you just wouldn't expect it. Am I gonna die?
You're very much gonna die.
I can't get out of the water.
You should never go in it. That's the answer to that.
Ideally, that's how I wanted that to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
plans change. I mean, I never wanted to go in the water. It just happened.
I feel like you're the one in charge of whether or not Samus goes in the water.
I'm not convinced.
Hold on. So, is it a real story, or were you riffing?
No, I there was no specific instance that I was referring to. No.
Okay.
But I just like the use of the word. Like I said, in a professional setting, I think that just saying it when people don't expect you to say it is fun.
Mm-hmm. I guess we might want to contextualize this. Some of our viewers may not know that the origins of Cowabunga are fairly racist.
Yes.
It's to my knowledge, it is not calling out any specific people or any specific word in any specific language. It's just from Howdy Doody, and they had white dudes playing Native American characters on the show, and they would come up with nonsense words that they thought sounded like tribal languages, and Cowabunga was one of them. So these are these are little kids watching this show in the 50s and 60s, and then they become young adults,
and they come
in the 1980s,
little racists,
and they love and well, they just heard it. They heard it on Howdy Doody, and they loved Howdy Doody when they were kids. And now it's the wet and wild '80s, so they're all skateboarding in strangers' swimming pools. And so they were like, "Hey, I remember Cowabunga as a kid. Maybe it will give me more skate power." I don't know what they thought.
Oh, totally, it totally would. Yeah,
it was going to give you skate power.
Yeah.
And so they would say it while roller skating inside of swimming pools. I might have to further contextualize. There was a water ration in California in the 1980s, which caused.
Is that how skateboarding took off?
Yes.
Is that true? I had no idea.
That's true. Yeah, that's how it went from like a simple toy with possibly the street skater style being prevalent, maybe only maybe, to now the more like half pipe.
No, sorry.
Focus stuff.
Come on.
There is a
Samus. Right? You're the best. Come on. You're my hero. Why would you? Oh my god.
Johnny, I think I know what you need here.
What?
A little bit of skate power.
A little bit of Cowabunga?
A little bit of skate power.
I died again!
The mosquito got you that time.
That was exciting. That's not cool.
But it was exciting. It was exciting, Johnny.
What a positive spin you're putting on that.
At least it wasn't boring, Johnny.
No, that's the death of the stream right there.
Well, can we talk about with the word boring?
What?
Johnny and I actually played some Dungeons and Dragons over the course of the weekend. And there was someone whose brother got killed in like a nightmare situation where there was like ooze that turned to evil. And the victim who was carrying her dead brother into town, like when we were trying to guess what happened, she was like, no, he didn't fall and hit his head. That'd be boring. And I thought that this was gonna like be like have some sort of like play or entertainment element, because like their self-worth is wrapped up in what is boring and what is not. Was any of that planned?
That any of their self-worth built up what?
Around the concept of boredom.
No, it was not.
That's just something you kept saying?
No, I didn't start that.
Who started that?
I think it was Marlon.
Marlon said boring?
Yeah, and then I just kind of played with it. I riffed off of it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I had nothing to do with me. I was like,
No judgment.
yeah.
When I DM, I never know what's gonna happen or what's gonna come out of my mouth or what
No.
anything will be.
No, I know. And what's I'll give you props for this. Like I mentioned this at some point about me being super prefer to be prepared is I often over prepare when I'm DMing,
Hmm.
but it never like works out. Like the preparation never matters. But I give you props because you are a very good improviser. Where I'm usually sweating bullets when I have to improvise. But I think we did.
Oh, it's very tense for me. It's
Yeah,
very tense for me the entire time.
yeah, it's tough.
Especially when we rent a room for this purpose.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, funny man, why don't you keep the show going for 5 hours straight?
Yeah.
By the way, we're all gonna grab a beer.
Yeah, yeah. It feels that way a little bit sometimes.
It is that way all the time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Oh, I try not to. I
but
try not to let it
do
bother me
not
too much. But yeah,
don't move.
yeah. Only I'm supposed to hit
Oh.
that after. I gotta only spin,
I've
and
never been disoriented by a video game the way that this is doing it to me right
yeah,
now.
I don't love it. Oh, I'm on the
Okay,
edge. Okay,
no lateral, no
I'm
lateral. Stay in
trying.
the middle.
I'm trying just to snap my. I'm pressing the there. Because they did I get him?
Yeah, it looks. Oh.
I'm trying
Every
not.
once in a while,
Yeah, I'm trying to
one will
snap.
stop.
I'm trying to auto lock the aiming.
They're moving so fast. I don't think you're like yeah. Only when they stop like
But
that.
then if I'm still hitting left or right, and I'm locked on, I'll start strafing, and that's why I fell off the platform.
Oh, limitations of the
Yeah.
times, Johnny.
Okay. All
You
right.
didn't think about the limitations of the
I
time.
didn't. I didn't think about the limitations of the time.
Yeah, this was 2004. No, we're
No,
going
like
by year, so this is
it's like
2002.
it's 2002. Yeah.
Mm. Um, man, that was
Or
22,
three.
22 years ago. I was in high school when I saw somebody. They somehow they had a copy of this game before they had a. Oh, I guess both had come out. But he was so excited about this game, he purchased it before he saved up his money for his GameCube,
Wow.
and brought that to school
Oh wow. And showed it
to
off.
show. Yeah, to be like, look what I got. This is a video game
The
no
only
one can play.
the only time I've ever seen anybody play this game, my only exposure to this game before this is Marlon actually. Mutual friend Marlon actually played it a ton. And he played the sequels I think too. At least the second one.
We really need to get you. We really need to get you to play Fusion.
Yeah, I'll play them. I'm enjoying this one so far. Like it's
It's nothing like Fusion.
oh okay. Well, I'll even play. I'll even play Other M because I was so curious about that game. Because
Other M looks really good.
the reason I'm curious is because it was made by Team Ninja, and I'm a big Dead or Alive fan, and so I'm trying to lock on. Okay, and I'm really curious, especially since it wasn't received very well. I'm very curious.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I've seen reviews and a couple of let's plays and stuff like that. I mean, I know way too much about the game for someone that's not playing it. That's probably a time sink I don't need. I should just play the game.
Yeah.
And it looks like the best way to interpret Metroid into 3D.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I'm imagining that Other M plays much more like the 2D ones than this one ever could. Just because the challenge itself is different.
Yeah.
This doesn't look bad, and the design's really good. Just looking at you playing it, this seems like a game that has impeccable design, but it's not supported very well by not the like the control scheme is odd.
Yes, it is.
It's just yeah. You probably think the exact same thing about Metal Gear Solid 2, don't you?
Oh, I hate that control scheme. It's the worst.
Did you at least appreciate the design?
Which design? There's the Just the way it looked?
No, the way it plays. Like how the game is actually structured.
It wasn't terrible. I get it.
Mm.
Hold on. Press Y to fire my missiles, and press A to switch back to beams. Sorry, some blaster. Okay. Now there's some of those doors I can unlock now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's very Metroid. Okay.
Additional data downloaded to inventory screen. Press start to access inventory.
And Johnny?
Yeah.
Did you notice something that happened in that last fight? Did you pick up on a little something that maybe surprises you, maybe scares you a little bit?
What?
You did all of that without any additional skate power.
Without any what power?
Skate power.
Oh, my skate power!
You didn't say it once.
I didn't say it once. I didn't.
You didn't.
No.
Did they say it's the red doors? Oh, apparently it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
And then you beam it out.
And then.
Okay, beam it and cream it. That's what they say.
Uh-huh.
I can say that because cream is a very innocent thing. It's a dairy product.
And it rises to the top.
The cream of the crop.
What? There was a player that played a Macho Man Randy Savage inspired character. It was fantastic. I didn't tell him enough that I thought it was fantastic. I should have.
My favorite thing about it, and all props to Dan, because you do find your character along the way.
Right.
But I was obsessed with the fact that he got so much use out of his nets.
Yeah, that was great.
Like he was simultaneously Randy Savage and the net guy,
like dog catcher. No, that was great.
Also, what was his paramour's name?
TG.
Is Paramore the bad guy one? I thought it was your girlfriend.
Oh, the Beth.
Beth. Wasn't Randy Savage? Wasn't his wife's name Elizabeth?
Oh, I think that's right. I'm not 100% sure. That sounds right.
But like he had researched everything very, very well.
He did.
So like I'm sure there's meaning behind that name Beth.
Yes, I'm sure there is.
But like his character's name was actually Randall Pavo.
Yep.
And his rival's name was TG.
Yep.
And that's for Terry Hogan. And I was like, why is he TG? And he was like, Terry Gene Hogan. I was like, oh God.
It was.
So you've been on wiki. You've been on the wiki for weeks getting ready for this.
He said he watched. He said he watched a bunch of interviews and a bunch of footage just to get ready for it too. All right, I'm going back just for the save spot. I don't think I can go forward anymore. It opened up those doors for me, so I have somewhere to go now.
Johnny, what you are experiencing is the part of this game that I believe is going to be the most similar to other Metroid games, and that is the Metroidvania elements.
Right, the backtracking and reusing of the stage in different ways. Yeah.
And the finding of the Open Sesame device that will allow you through doors again.
Right. That's a game. That's a game series I really want to play more of. Is actually a Castlevania.
Castlevania is so much fun, but it's infuriating and it gets odd. How big into anime are you willing to get for a video game?
Are you talking about the Netflix show?
No, although that is amazing.
Yeah, I've seen a few episodes of that.
No, the games get kind of anime eventually.
Gotcha.
Okay, so there's two big things that you need to know. The games go in chronological order. Prequels are very rare, and everything is usually an update. One of the games isn't a game at all. It's a book.
Oh, good.
Here's the deal.
What?
You've heard of the book.
What is it? Dracula?
It's Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Okay.
Bram Stoker's Dracula is canon to Castlevania.
So
you have to read it in order to get the full experience.
Well, I haven't read it, but I've read synopses and I know it pretty well.
It's a very simple story compared to all the other Castlevanias.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward.
So because everything is in sequential order, time is always progressing in these games, which means that they made so many games past a certain point that it's the future now.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
It's future Draculas?
In the not too distant future, and I don't know why, but the main character becomes a reincarnation of Dracula. You play as Dracula, who's a kid. He's like 14, and he goes to school. And he goes to school in Japan.
Isn't that the one that's actually just called Kid Dracula?
Is that a real Castlevania one?
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
It might be. Okay, Dracula in a top hat, because I think you're wrong.
I'm not sure, but I thought it was I thought it was included in one of the collections that they did, of like the remakes.
No, this feels very much like those really awkward animes that are about a young guy who goes to school in Japan. You know, those really awkward animes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna get into it because I think it's something that's really odd surrounding like all anime and manga stuff.
Okay.
I don't know if this is gonna make me sound prudish. I hope it doesn't, because I don't know.
Okay.
There's mature content and stuff that isn't labeled appropriately at the Barnes and Noble.
Gotcha.
That's what it is.
Okay.
You have no opinions on this, do you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anime.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of anime opinions.
No? How do you feel about Cowboy Bebop?
Cowboy Bebop would be great if it would remain a serious anime. I like my anime series, and I hate when they do goofy shit.
I have no clue how to respond to that, Johnny. I really don't.
That's been my opinion on anime from the beginning. That's why my favorite anime is Blue Gender, because it never jokes at all. It is dead serious.
You could have just as easily been talking about actual circus clowns and been like, yeah, like I'd be a bigger fan of Ringling Brothers Bar and Millie Circus if they would stop messing around all the time. Anime is silly. Silly is in its DNA.
Right. It's also like saying it's to take that clown metaphor further. Oh, that's right. I got to dash so I can get his butt. It's like if the only clown I was a fan of was Joker from The Dark Knight and Joker, the Joaquin Phoenix version. as far as clowns go.
You know what? With the Joaquin Phoenix version, yes, I get it.
My point,
as far as this analogy is concerned, that movie is just a little annoying to me.
Sure. You gonna watch the second one?
Am I gonna watch the one where Lady Gaga plays Harley Quinn? Yes. What are you talking about?
I don't think
she's wrong. Why would you ask me that?
I don't think she's playing Harley Quinn. She's playing like a lawyer, I think.
She's Harley Quinn.
Okay.
You know it. You know it. I know it.
That universe is Harley Quinn.
Know it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I hope this isn't too big a spoiler, but you know the Harley Quinn, because we haven't talked about it a lot, which means you haven't been watching it, and that's fine. You hurt me in a lot of ways. This is just one of them. No, Batman the Cape Crusader.
We're watching it on Tuesdays. Dan.
Oh, you started the watch party thing?
Yeah, Dan, Jason, and myself. Yeah.
I didn't know that. That was my idea. I kind of wanted to do it.
Oh no, you're welcome. You're welcome to join. No, I didn't know I was excluding you. I thought you already watched those episodes. Great. So,
Oh,
but you're definitely welcome.
Have you seen the one with Harley Quinn?
No, we've only done 2. We did 2 last week, and we haven't done another one yet. We did just on
Okay.
yeah.
This isn't really a spoiler. Um, but we still have Dr. Harleen Quinzel, right?
Sure.
Her supervillain name is not going to be Harley Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
And everything they did with the character is phenomenal. By the way, I love that. I love the show so much.
Are these games short?
Metroid. I think this one's like 15 hours.
Sorry to cut you off. I thought that was weird. I seem to be getting all my powers back pretty fast.
I mean, the morph ball is so elemental.
Yeah.
To what you're going to be doing in this game. It's essentially how they do 2D segments in this game.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason I brought up all that about Harley Quinn is that like Lady Gaga doesn't even need to be named Harleen.
Right.
She's very clearly in this.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, it looks superior to the original in every way.
Yeah, the only thing about that first one with Joaquin was it was almost too much. It was almost like too serious, which is weird coming from me. That's how I like my Batman, but it was hard at some points to just take it that seriously.
I thought that structurally it didn't earn that moment at the end.
Yeah.
When he becomes an icon for all the incels in Gotham to go blow up a subway station or whatever they did.
Right.
I didn't think we really worked to that, and a smaller story about a person who was left behind by the systems that were meant to support him without much of a resolution or big idea at the end to wrap it up at all would have been more satisfying.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
And the tone of it suggests that by the end he's some kind of folk hero, and any logical person should be horrified by his influence on society.
Yes.
But it's framed very much as, oh, he's finally getting the respect and community and support that he so desperately needed.
All he had to do was that one thing.
All he had to do was just shoot Robert De Niro right in the head, which is also a terrible moral.
Psychologists hate this one trick.
Thank you for going there, Johnny.
No problem.
I didn't feel like it.
No, that's all right.
Okay, those orange things are going to blow you up.
Okay.
Do not shoot them.
Don't shoot them.
Don't.
Immediately shoots one.
Had to repeat that one for the mental note. Okay. It's okay. I recently took an IQ test and I found out I'm not all that in a bag of chips.
Feeling real humbled right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only time I've ever taken one. I see mine's not very high.
Not a great start. Yeah. The only time I ever took it that IQ test was on the back of a kid's meal at Dairy Queen.
No, they did a test. It was when I was in 10th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was it? They were testing me for emotional. No, it was special education by way of mental disturbance, I think is what they said, or emotional disturbance, something like that.
Was this an elective you took?
No, for a while I went to that accelerated high school in Deer Park.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and so they were just doing tests, I think, associated with that, and because I was falling behind, and so they did the test, and I think they did an IQ test, and it was 90 something. I don't remember exactly what it was.
I mean, I took this IQ test. I was curious about it, and I did have fun with it. But like IQ tests are, and the thing is that I can't get into specifics. I actually signed some kind of gag order. I can't get into the specifics of any of it because if anybody was to watch this and then like get some sort of edge, it would invalidate their test.
Yeah, don't tell me about the test, but why did you? Was it just? How did you come across it? Was they like you were invited to do it?
Yeah, a friend of mine is pursuing her doctorate, and she has a class where she has to administer these tests. So I volunteered.
Gotcha.
But it's full of like, no, sorry, I still talking about it. I stopped talking about it. I do. I have to.
That's fine. Did we determine that all the water hurts me?
No, not all water. Not all water.
It has to be green.
So there's this thing that you can do when you're in the water. look at your life.
I'm a ball.
And if it's going down, the water's hurting you.
Right. Oh no, that's fair. Yeah.
That's a Metroid trick.
Yeah.
Oh no! Rocket Boys.
Yeah, Rocket Boys. Oh, missiles? No, they're gone.
They're not homing.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait, what's that blue thing?
Should I touch it?
Yeah.
Ah!
It hurt you so bad.
I saw the numbers moving at first. I'm like, oh, it's healing me. Oh, no, it's not. Okay.
Johnny, let that be a lesson to you. Here in Metroid Town, never explore.
Anything?
Anything.
Yeah.
Man, we were talking about my IQ the first time I went through Link to the Past. I found this like bat demon, and he cursed me, and he was like, ha 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 ha, now you'll only use half magic. And it's supposed to be like he thinks it's a gag, but actually it's good for you. And it makes your magic meter say 1/2 beneath it forever. And I thought that the curse was real, and I actually had half the normal amount of magic that I had before. And I got really mad at the game. Because it was essentially telling me never explore.
I need guidance.
Absolute silence.
I need guidance.
Right.
I need a mentor because I feel like I'm not losing, like I'm not holding my breath. There's no oxygen meter.
Right.
So I can just go down here.
Yep.
And this is how I'm supposed to make it across.
I don't know. But this water is not hurting you now, so it's not going to hurt you later.
Okay. This could
your environmental suit is safe in water.
Okay. All right. No, okay. I feel better.
Your jumping changes here.
Yeah.
I think you have a more powerful jump.
That sounds right.
Well, you got to go for it. Are you holding the button down?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Oh, maybe not. maybe water just makes this area blue. I think if it was possible. It's not that tall. Why doesn't you just do a pull-up?
We know
Samus.
I'm like right there.
Johnny, I don't think this is the answer.
Okay, sorry. All right.
What are you gonna do now?
Go to the bottom.
This. Oh, hey, look.
What?
Up, look up. Look to your right. Turn 90 degrees to your right. Look up.
Oh.
There's something in there.
Yeah.
Make that a priority.
Yeah.
Getting a little. The sounds are getting a little insensitive.
Is that worse? All right.
Yeah, a lot worse.
How does one?
I don't know. I don't know anything about anything.
Okay.
No, one thing I can tell you about the IQ test is that um, it's not meant to be a comparative thing to
Yeah.
judge what to judge whether no, to judge who's the smartest.
Yeah,
Um,
in general, IQ tests are actually not super reliable in that way.
what you are testing is whether or not you have a disability and qualify for government aid,
Yeah.
which I'm guessing is why they gave it to you in high school.
Yeah, it wasn't for government
Be-
aid, but it was for like, yeah, you get special like, well, it was special education, so they like you'd get. The idea was that I would get help, but I actually never took advantage of it, and I just dropped out of high school and got my GED instead.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, because I mean I went to that same accelerated high school as well because I just hated school.
Yeah, it's the
I just
worst.
I just absolutely hated it.
I agree.
Um, but I did have an idea. Have we talked about your family
Have we talked
on this
about
show?
my family? I don't know.
Yeah. Is this back where you started? It's
What?
got to be because these.
Yeah,
Are
probably.
you going back, or did you find
Yeah.
the way across?
No. No, we're just boned.
Yeah, Johnny, this might not be the answer.
Nope, I'm going out of
You
here.
you you may not have the equipment necessary
Not yet.
to be here.
I remember there being another hole
Don't say that.
somewhere for the ball.
I mean, you have the morph ball now, so there's probably a lot of new areas for you to explore.
Yeah, let's get creative. Let's go get funky.
Because you're probably gonna have like a super jump later anyway.
Yeah, I could have sworn there was another.
Um, but no, I had an idea. It's something, because Courtney and I want to start a family relatively soon. Um,
Yeah.
and I had this idea. If I want my kids to be really good. Oh dang, miss upgrade. If I want my kids to be really good students, I want to get them hooked on Monty Python early. But not but not just the show. I also want them to see all the documentaries.
Okay.
Because one thing you might not know about the cast of Monty Python is that they are all highly educated.
I do know that about what's his name? Gleese. What's his name?
John Cleese.
Yeah, John Cleese.
Yeah. He went to Oxford,
Yeah.
and so did. Actually, I think all the British ones except for Graham. I think all the British ones went to Oxford.
I didn't know there were.
And then,
I didn't know any of them weren't British.
yeah, Terry Gilliam is American. He went to Occidental.
Okay. Oh, I've been here before. This seems like a dumb idea. Doesn't it? Am I just gonna be dancing around this freaking thing, just trying to?
Probably, and this might be. This is probably going to be a game that we want to break out a guide for.
Maybe.
Um, just because, like, part of the fun of Metroid is really getting to know the space and checking whether or not any of your new abilities can help you in that space. And if you're wrong, well, then you go back and you re-explore a new space. And that's great for a video. Oh, are you in the middle of something? Are you experiencing something?
No.
Why did we get to see her face so much?
That's the elevator.
The elevator just does that to you every time?
Uh-huh.
That's sick.
Uh,
Why are you staring at a woman in the elevator, Johnny?
I wasn't. I was staring at you.
I feel like America saw you do it.
You think that all you want.
Thank you. Thank you for your permission.
Uh-huh.
Ah, Johnny,
What?
you did it.
No, I didn't.
You're doing it now.
Doing what?
What you love?
Being a ball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so I thought that I should get my kids hooked on Monty Python, and also have them watch the documentaries so they see that, like, these really funny entertainers are all very well educated.
Sure.
and it's something that can make you cool and fun.
Cool and fun?
Yes.
I don't know about all that. I've already been in here. How can I get through there? Is there
Shoot that with a missile. Shoot that with a missile.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I don't know if that's the answer, but it's my suggestion right now.
No, I like that. I like that because it involves shooting things.
Okay. Johnny.
Yeah, what?
I know I've described the Chozo to you.
No, you didn't.
So I said they're bird people.
Oh, the Chozo. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's lame. You probably need a special rock biter rocket.
Man.
Yeah. I think we're gonna the exploratory nature of this game is I don't know if it's going to be the perfect answer for a let's play unless we have a guide, which is something that we can do next time because it's getting close to goodbye, everybody.
It is. It's about that time. We can cut it.
We'll cut it now. We'll come back after cheating.
We will be back and ready to party.
Because
that's how
someone's
that goes.
Gonna say something. I think someone's gonna say something obvious, like, "Oh, this is the part where you're like, I think you have to do a half pipe."
Strong, high presence within this. Okay, shut up.
Okay, do you see the half pipe you're in right now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think if you morph ball, then you are going to become 90s radical.
You might even say a cowabunga.
Don't you dare! You're going to have to roll faster than that, Johnny.
What does that mean?
I can't describe it better.
I still don't know how I'm going to do that.
Okay, Johnny, just use the stairs.
Whee! Okay.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody. Watch me. I'm gonna use the stairs like a real hero.